In January 2014, Coca-Cola Amatil launched a new advertising campaign for Mount Franklin water. The campaign visually brought to life the feel-good, refreshing feeling of drinking Mount Franklin. It falls under the bottled water product category and currently maintains 50.4% of the market, well in front of competitors like Pump, Coolidge and Vitamin Water. As it is considered a packaged food product, advertisers must follow strict guidelines when advertising how and where the water was sourced. Young singles and couples aged 14 to 30 are the biggest consumers of bottled water. However, the target market for this campaign is young females aged 18 to 30 without children. Key consumer insight suggests this demographic is seeking a healthy, active life while still trying to maintain a youthful, adventurous lifestyle. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, water is a basic physiological necessity. There is an ongoing need for this product, suggesting advertising should be relatively easy. However, as consumers can get water from a number of sources, advertising must appeal to high-level needs such as social needs to attract consumers to the Mount Franklin brand. The requirement of meeting high-level needs consequently falls into the effective stages of the hierarchy of effects model, indicating that Amatil advertisers must focus on how consumers feel about the product and use health and lifestyle appeals to engage with this target market on an emotional level. According to the communication effects pyramid, as consumers are aware of the product, the advertising objectives must be action-based and focus on liking and preference. Objectives could be creating an increase in interest in the Mount Franklin brand among target audiences, and creating favourable attitudes about Mount Franklin through highlighting the emotional benefits and positive experiences. The emotional bonding pyramid can help to understand how Mount Franklin will achieve these objectives. As most consumers already know of Mount Franklin, the second stage in this theory is most relevant and indicates that Amatil must clearly demonstrate the brand's personality so target markets can relate to the product. By featuring two young, healthy females having fun in their campaign, consumers can start to understand the brand personality, recall similar experiences, and start to emotionally bond with the brand. Evaluation would take place prior to see where the product is, during to see if the objectives are being carried out, and post the campaign to measure how successful it was. Amatil have gone with a brand image message strategy for this campaign. This creative strategy shows that Mount Franklin water isn't about quenching thirst, rather the water brings to mind and represents a refreshing, cool summertime experience. Based on this semiotic perspective and consumer insight, the message statement is: for young women aged 18 to 30 years who are seeking an active, healthy and adventurous lifestyle, Mount Franklin is the only bottled water that is pure, refreshing and feels good to take on adventures, unlike other bottled water that is simply about satisfying thirst. This leads to the big idea, a pure, feel-good experience. This big idea makes it clear that advertising revolves around how drinking the water feels. This is effective as Mount Franklin does not have unique selling points and must differ itself based on other consumer needs. The cognitive response approach suggests that the way in which consumers respond to various parts of the ad will influence their attitudes and in turn purchase behaviour. As such, by communicating emotional appeals with a slowed down summer song and visually showing people positive and having fun, it will influence similar attitudes from Mount Franklin. This ad uses the executional technique of dramatization, which allowed Amatil to tell a story about Mount Franklin. The consumer insight suggested this market want a healthy, fun lifestyle, and by showing their exact desires in a visual story, favourable attitudes will develop further. Imagery could have also been used in combination with dramatization to create a symbolic emotional meaning of the bottle of water. The media for this campaign included TV commercials, a social media campaign and magazine ads. As the target market spans from 18 to 30, TVCs are the most efficient way of reaching these broad ages. The social media campaign directly relates to this target market, as this age are the highest users of social media. The consistency of ad personality across all media platforms was essential to consumers forming positive attitudes. The social media campaign was not highly successful, and it will be wise for future campaigns to make greater use of this platform. In conclusion, Amatil's Mount Franklin advertising campaign was engaging and effective. It's clear that this was a successful campaign as Mount Franklin remains the leader in its product category.